Okay, are you hearing me now? Okay, are you hearing me now? Yes, you all are hearing me now. All right. Just give me a thumbs up if you're hearing me. No need for the angry faces. Just say all you're hearing. You don't have to vex for us. We hearing now? Just let me know if you're hearing now. I just heard myself on my phone. Okay, good. So that's all the angry face on them about? Jeez. Thank God I know a little thing about them thing here, so I could handle myself. As I was saying, welcome back to the show. Now I have to go over a whole 8 minutes wasted. As I was saying, welcome back to the show. It is Monday, and we're back with the Ladies Room Carnival Edition. Thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance, Star Malt, Dermamed, and Western Union for making today's show possible. Thank you so very much. And like I also said, my guest this morning is none other than Mr. Killer. He's in the building, and we have a lot to talk about. Whenever you come here, we talk. And we got a lot of that to do. So I was saying I can't stick with the greetings this morning because we have a lot to talk about. That's what I was saying. Anything else I missed? And I was also saying that when we were not here, two songs were made for were released. Not hearing the music. Two songs were released when we were not here. We have Terror Song, and then we have Boise. Not hearing music. Music, no. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Are you hearing music now? No, I think when we had the show on the weekend, when they changed, when they did their thing and they did not put it back how it's supposed to. Hold on, so I have to check everything. Okay, are you hearing now? Hold on. Check everything. Hold on, so I'm gonna have to listen for myself. Are you hearing now? I have to check all. Hold on. Check everything. Hold on, so I'm gonna have to listen for myself. Are you hearing now? I have to check all. Hold on. Check everything. Hold on, so I'm gonna have to listen for myself. I have to check all. Hold on. Check everything. Hold on, so I'm gonna have to listen for myself. Hold on. Yeah, whenever they did on hold on, let me just call Scratch quick. Hold on. I mean know about anything in there. They changed the thing on Friday and they put it back on Saturday. Mm. Come on, Scratch. No, it's not going off and come back. It's nothing to do with the remember we had the show concert on Friday on Saturday, right? So we usually do another setup on Saturdays. So that's the something probably changed or something. There's a number of different things I'm seeing here, but I don't know which one is which one. So, anyways, the most important thing is you guys are hearing me, all right? And that's what matters because we're going to be talking more than music. So tomorrow we're going to feature the songs because if I were to wait on you guys to I'm trying to get Scratch and I'm not getting through. So we're going to have to start and maybe at some point when he calls back or whatever, we will feature it at the end. Yeah, I'm coming through, but they're not what do you mean that I'm not clear? Hold on. I'm not clear. Am I clearer now? Hold on. Reduce stereo. How is it now? Okay. All right. Let me just make sure. Hollis say something. Let me make sure you're good. Next thing I think can we working and we and working over there.
Morning, blessed.
Are you hearing Hollis?
Blessed, good morning.
This year echoing. Okay. Let me take it. Clear?
Yeah.
I'm checking them on the live. I'm good. This one can watch Marshall. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, is it better now? Very low. We good? All right, you're hearing. Listen, I don't have time to do this back and forth. Who's hearing? Hearing. Who not hearing? All right, you're hearing him. Good. Y'all ain't about to stress me this morning. Trust and believe. I have too much to talk about today. All right, so Scratch is calling back. Let me see if I can get him to sort me out, and then I'm coming back. All right, hold on, hold on. Hello. Where you gone? Yeah, I'm not getting the thing to play the music not coming through the board.
What not coming to the board?
The music from the Serato, it's not coming through the live.
Oh my God.
Which I went to the my mic wasn't coming through at first, but I went into this settings thing and I clicked on microphone HD Pro thing. But for the speak, but it's not they're not hearing the music in the background. It's not coming through.
Could you play from the vault instead?
But what I want to play not on the vault.
What does he want to play down on the vault?
Okay, that song not on the vault.
We'll find one that on. I at the gym now, and I can't. That problem is one I can't fix from where I am. So try playing something from the vault and see what happens.
The, nothing not coming through, even if I play on the thing, they're not hearing it.
Okay, your microphone coming through on the live?
It coming through on the live because I went into the settings and I changed the settings to, and I put it on microphone, HD program, whatever.
Oh no, that is not what it's supposed to be on.
What
You're
is
talking about in the stream yard?
Yeah, what is supposed to be on?
It's supposed to be on line in.
Line in. There's no line in.
Oh, oh, okay. You gotta go to the microphone. You go to audio.
So go to the default live wire in.
I think that's it. Yeah.
All right, guys, just give me a second. Scratch is gonna log in to the system and sort out what I need to get sorted out. All right, so just give me 1 second, guys. Scratch is gonna log into the system and see if he can sort it out for me. All right. But I wasn't saying anything. So how you guys will be hearing? I just started saying something. I was talking on the phone actually, not to y'all. So just give me 2 seconds. He's gonna yes, that's what he's going to do for me, Mr. Legs. I'm on the wrong mic. So he's going to I'm on the camera mic. So he's gonna log in, and so I can come through the main mic. We until you unplug everything. That's not going to work. Just bear with me for a second, all right? Because you guys are hearing me through the, yes, you're hearing me through the webcam microphone. That's why. So just hold a second. I switch over something in the back. Should be good. Hmm? I switch something in the back. It should be good now. One of the lines the guy said that. Let me see. All right, so I'm gonna have to work with this for now because apparently something was somebody touched something when we had our live on Saturday. and that said person is not here to sort it out. So until such time, we're gonna have to work with the mic on the webcam. It may not be the best quality, but I think it will work for now, so we can at least get. Gonna have to work with what we have. All right, so let me see if we can get Hollis to settle down again, and we can start the conversation. Y'all hearing me now? Yeah, Scratch was doing something. All right, so we can go now, I think. Y'all hearing now? All right. So we're gonna have to work with what we have until they can get this sorted. All right. So morning again, everybody. Good morning, Crony. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for staying and thank you for sharing. And like I said, we have a lot to talk about with Hollis Map, aka Mr. Killer. And you know he's not one to put his mouth in any bag to speak. So let's see if we can get the conversation going. And while you're at it, just um, just share and we're good to go. All right. So you were now all the way downstairs for your bottle of water, not just water, coconut water. All right, they don't take up all my time already, so let me work with what we have until we get what we want. Morning, Killer.
Blessed Lord.
My
Blessed good morning.
apologies.
Blessed good
Trust and
morning.
believe. I thought everything was secured, everything was good to go, but you know how these things go. So I had to explain to you. But my apologies. We're supposed to start off better than this. So how's life?
I don't think we'll have a better start than this. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just watch the technical difficulties as an obstacle, but sometimes it just shape the thing
A
better.
different,
You know
a
what I
different
mean?
direction.
Sometimes the conversation might be 10 times better.
I
You know?
agree. Listen, I saw you coming up the step, and I swear it was a jam watch coming up the step.
Yeah.
You know, for real, I think you find a jam. I was like, hey, what jam is doing here this time?
Maybe they had a
The
rap
two
this
of us,
morning.
yeah, I laugh. But how have you been though? How's life? It's been a
Amazing.
minute since we started, had a conversation. I've
Amazing.
been looking forward to this for a long time, so it's good to finally have you back in studio. How's life? How's everything?
Amazing. I would say it's definitely been a journey. It's still a journey, for me. Um, both music and business, for the last couple of years, I decided to dive into, you know, different aspects of the business world, on a whole. So that has been a journey. And then musically, the journey continues and it's just been great. God's blessings, you know what I mean? I can't complain too much. Arona. The Father has blessed me, and this talent that He has blessed me with has gotten me into, some gates, some doors, some arenas, into different countries, cultures. I love it. I appreciate it very
And it has
much.
taken you some places you probably never thought beyond your wildest imagination you'd go. Spain and all these places you see and bring
Amazing.
soca music. We sort of had soca in a box where only Caribbean people sort of gravitated to it. How do you feel now seeing like the world embracing soca music?
It's an amazing achievement um, for the Caribbean.
Hmm.
And I hope that we can actually look at it and see it that way.
Hmm.
This is a piece of us. This is our children. This is our voice actually traveling throughout the world, making people, I would say, dance, have fun, smile. Soca music is, and that's why this morning I think a piece of this conversation is going to be very important just now, because for what soca music is, what our culture really is, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's a great achievement, not just for us Grenadians, but for the entire Caribbean.
Now, in terms of you on a personal level, um, you've done almost everything there is to do with soca music, right? You've done some nice collabs, and I'm sure there's more for you to do. You've been on big stages, like practically around the world. And when you look back, when you sit and you look back at it, are you say you're happy or you're comfortable with where we're at?
Where we at?
Hmm.
No. Where we at? No.
Hmm.
Where we at? No. With my achievements, I would say yes, because it also been a struggle, to learn the business as you go. Really and truly, Aruna, when you sit down and you calculate it and you think about us as a people, where we came from, whether it's from tribes to now having, our own society,
Hmm.
what I mean, set up, being a part of the modern world. We came from a culture where there's supposed to be mentors, when the elders in the community teach those who are coming after.
Hmm.
We don't really have that now. So
It's all man
when
for himself.
artists, yeah, so when artists like myself started, there wasn't that guidance,
Hmm.
you know, about the business aspect of the music,
Hmm.
the monetization, the distribution, the publishing, how to set up your business, how to go forth. There wasn't that school of performance, and
Hmm.
that's why I want to do the Mr. Killer School of Performance
Hmm. Hmm.
sometime soon, because somebody's supposed to teach that lesson that you learn.
Because for most part, you just see it as an artist, you go on stage, sing, and that's a lot. That's it.
Uh, I sleep on the floor. I
Hmm.
sleep on people couch. You
Hmm.
see, I sleep. I remember when I just had to go to Trinidad, I sleep up in Lavandale. You have to sleep with a whole 38 under your pillow. You see, that is the
Hmm.
things I went through.
Hmm.
Age of 15, I end up on the street, New York. So I went through, I would say, the blender,
Hmm.
you know, to become what I am today.
Nobody
And
gave you anything. You
no,
worked for it.
no, you
Hmm.
see, nobody teach that. So in this day and age, after I have, as an artist, I have went through that kind of therapy to
Hmm.
reach where that kind of journey,
Hmm.
I would expect that those coming after us could be taught. I may try to lend that when I can, but I think not just for me alone, the people who are in culture, the ministers, the government, the corporations, who is taking charge of our culture,
Hmm.
supposed to maybe sit down, have an understanding of what that journey is, how difficult it is for our artists, how difficult it is for that child that is going to school, that might not be academically strong, but
Hmm.
has a unique type of talent that the world will be amazed of.
Hmm.
How do we find that?
Hmm.
How do we help? How do we take the diamonds out of the dirt?
Hmm. Hmm.
You see?
And I know you don't say much sometimes, but you also say a lot when you have to. And I know you've been paying attention to what's happening from. I'm going to talk about that, of course, because you out there, have the connections, you speak to the promoters, you speak to the artists, etc. And I know our name has been out there in a not so nice light, But we're trying to understand, the method to the madness. But when you sit back and you listen, right? And of course, before we had all these technical issues, I've been playing Boise, it's chaotic in the background, and Terrors, Tremor, and then we had Dash and Tape, and we have so many other songs, power songs, as well as really groovy songs. I'm not sure how much time you had to like sit and listen or whatever you picked up in passing, but what are your thoughts on the music in general? Grenada.
I think Grenada music is good.
Mhm.
This year is a good year.
Mhm.
I think where soca is going now, if you listen to the songs that are big in soca outside, you might be surprised. So soca in itself is trying to survive, right? Soca is now striving on its festivals, its carnivals, its celebrations
Mhm.
internationally. Soca music itself do need that push, that support, that power, and that application from the artist to the DJs to everybody. You see, when we looking at cultures and trends, the world is not big anymore. The world is now a small
Small
place.
place. Mm-hmm.
So when something is trending in the United States, a lot of the times it is trending here.
Mm-hmm.
It is trending when something trending in Africa. Now it's trending
Mm-hmm.
China,
Mm-hmm.
Africa, Europe.
And
You
you don't have
understand?
to
And
physically be
everywhere.
there.
You don't have to physically be there.
Mm-hmm.
You had a shift in the market. You had dancehall pumping for many years, going to, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
every party you would go internationally, they might have that, you know what I mean, feel that plug in at the dancehall artists. Then you had soca. Soca took a different kind of rise. I would say from the around 2014 coming up there, you know, the years when I had Roly Poly and all of those things. You had soca internationally. I recognize maybe a couple of years before that, soca internationally started to infiltrate a lot of markets. And then you had the pandemic came and you had Afrobeats. And when that happened, you realize the stream of soca music, even dancehall, we hear them dancehall after saying, oh, dancehall dying, and this and that. It's not just dying. You see, everything have its circle. Life in itself have its circle. They say what was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. You ever see big bell bottom pants was raining and you don't like it, but then you come back and you like it. You see? And then you have sometimes dancehall music on a high and then sometimes it drops. But what happened is that Afro beats, when it came with numbers and it came with a business application. Which soca music yet still does not have. Let me say something. When my music play in the United States, if my music play in Trinidad and Tobago, I get paid for that. When I had a Roly Poly, I remember it was 80 something thousand TT dollars, but at the end of the day, that's 40 something thousand EC dollars that I would get just off from play. You see, just from royalties, right? So when you look at places like Grenada and things like that, some of our main standing pillars, we ain't have it up yet. You see? And the people who would try to talk about that and to have a conversation about that, then you realize the people that really could do it stop engage with you. Because you know what? That's work. You have to work to get that done. You know? But soca music.
At the end of the day, apart from entertainment, it is a business. The
It
entertainment business is
is
one of the biggest industry in the entire world. Millions and billions of
when
dollars.
everything goes down, when every other industry is struggling,
We saw it in COVID.
entertainment still going because entertainment keeps your spirit alive. We are human beings. We dwell in the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. Music feeds you in the physical. Music feeds you in the spiritual. Music feeds you in your mental. You see? So this is one business that does not go down. But how come I feel we just have it down? You know
Like
what
I
I
think
mean?
we hold it down.
Yeah, like we maybe the application, maybe some people just does not understand and they wish not to. You know what I mean? Because the music that we have as a nation, let's just go back to inside of soca. You have Trinidad ruling soca for years, and you have to give them a round of applause for the job they has done. Trinidad, when you look at Trinidad, people try to compete, and it's not about just competing, but sometimes you have to forget about competing and learn. You see, when you look at Trinidad, well, they created soca. Rashoti, right? You came and you see what soca has done, has become for Trinidad and Tobago. Then over the years, the soca starts spreading in a way because at the end of the day, we want people. When you look at Trinidad and Tobago, almost all the African Trinidadians in Trinidad is either Grenadian of Ascension.
They have some kind of.
We are connected. There's a lot of things that the Grenadians left and started in Trinidad, whether you give us kudos or not. You understand what I'm saying? So when that culture have started, it's not something completely new to us. You see, but over the years, because of the size of the island and how we see the culture, it took us time to grow into it, to understand that it's a business.
So let me tie in now. That's the music aspect of it. Now let me bring the bigger picture, which is carnival, into the conversation. like I said, you've been part of almost every carnival there is, and we've seen carnivals pop up where we never thought we would see it. Hollywood, this place, that place. There's carnivals practically in every state in the U.S. If you were to pay attention. As long as there's some sort of black influence, Caribbean influence, bet your dollar you're going to see some carnival like activity or something to do with carnival popping up. And now let's take that back to home, right? How satisfied are you with the product that we have?
Well, believe it or not, Aruna, when I was talking a while ago, that is where I'm going.
Okay, ready,
You,
Rich.
you, you know how, you know how, you know how I, you know how
You
I
have to go up
focus
the
on
road to
that.
come
Yeah,
down, right?
that is what we come down, because what I was explaining is that Trinidad did such a good job of creating that market around their culture. You understand? Until you could not have gone to Trinidad to just win a competition like that. You see? But what happened? Over the years, we have we have grown as a nation with a sound, jab, a
That's
certain type
ours.
of infectious, powerful sound that we managed to go into Trinidad, who has created the melting pot and not just take part, but also won the competition and has grabbed the attention from the world, you see, for the expression that we have. This expression is not normal. This expression came from a place that is deeper than deep, straight from the plantation till now. Grenada Carnival is not no normal carnival. Grenada Carnival is the one and only carnival that actually create that type of energy, that carries that type of frequency. You see, what does that make us? Unique. You see, what does that make us? Powerful, strong. We have an extremely powerful and strong product.
And others recognize it because I remember the first time the likes of Lyrical and Skinny Fabulous, etc., came to Grenada. They happened to stay for Carnival and they
I
experienced.
like when you're talking, because you are saying everything you're saying, that we are going, that where we're going,
All right, so we are on the same
that
page.
we are on the same
I remember
page.
when they were here a couple years ago for Carnival, and they was like, nah. And next Juve ain't missing them. And next Grenada Carnival, even if they had to put their hand in their own pocket and pay and nobody and bring them here, they're coming to experience what they've never experienced before. From the
So,
Juve to the
so,
entire Monday night
so I just
mass.
had a conversation when I travel, and this is one of the topics that I need to touch. I am embarrassed. I am disappointed in the decisions that are being made when it comes to our carnival. I am disappointed. And not just disappointed, embarrassed. You see, when you reach the stage of embarrassment, it's a different level. You see? Now, inside of the Spice Mass Corporation and stuff like that, there is people inside of there who want certain things to happen. When you have conversation, you realize that. When you have a team of people, it's either you have a team that are working together, or you have a team that is trying to, players that be trying to trip one another inside of the same team. You see? And you just find that.
Then you have to be on the same page.
So I can't just sit down here to really blame everybody, because you would have conversations and there are people inside of there that tries to help. You see? But remember, we just always have sometimes some people above. You check? And I want to make this statement here now. And I hope that every artist that is around the world, that is a soca artist, or any artist at all, I want them to hear this statement. I wish at this point I had the power to make that decision be reversed, that decision disappear, where you say that coming up to the carnival, that we should limit the international artists that we have here in Grenada. I wish I could change that and welcome each and
Why?
every artist. You understand that? Wish to partake in our carnival.
Why would you do that?
Because soca music is inclusive. Soca music preach togetherness. Carnivals is about us. When you have a carnival here in Grenada, it's not just the Grenadian artists alone that makes your carnival go viral. It's not just us alone. We have to come out of that type of mentality. When we go to Trinidad Carnival, I make Grenadians want to go to Trinidad. No, so? The same way when Lyrical and some of them artists come here, some of them artists literally pay their own ticket and come here. I went to a show Artists walk up to me, water in the eye, he say, killer, that's all they're handling us, boy, that's all they're treating us, boy, we just come Grenada, boy, we doesn't think, look how we does post, look how we does do this, how we does come and share that vibe, that feel like home. And then he said to me, listen to the statement, that artists from another country who has a major carnival said to me, Grenada don't know that they have the best carnival, boy, in the world, boy. That's the place I just feel the most free, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have a conversation like that with an artist that is from another country who also have carnival, and he eye full of water, you understand? What does that say? Because the next thing is,
So do you think they're taking it personal?
they are taking it personal, and not just that. The conversation is changing at this moment. The conversation that happened in the front of the class is not the same conversation what is happening in the back of the class. So two girls called me from New York. They want to travel to Grenada. They want to come for Killer Day. They call me about the tickets and stuff like that. And they telling me, oh, Killer, I hear only just ban all them artists and them from Grenada. And they say, what kind of thing? So the message in front of the class is not what happening in the back of the class. You have to understand the application. And when you have an application could be individual, or your application could actually be a mass application. And everything that you do, an application is an action. Action have reaction, and then you have repercussions. And after repercussions, sometimes people even forget that there is ripples. And that ripple effect, you understand what I'm saying, could burn you in the end. Because the people that are making the decision is not the people who is actually traveling as an artist to go to another country. So other countries asking, so what why do we ban them Grenadian and them? Man calling me and telling me, so if we ban all their boy, what will happen? People literally taking it personal. Now, I want to also say, after having certain conversations here on the ground, I realized maybe the application was just wrong. Now, when come to Grenada Carnival, you have to understand that the carnival is one of the times where we actually see an extreme increase, a boost in our economy. Right? Now, this is the time for our country, people, our artists, the people in craft, the people in culture to really sometimes eat, as you say. Right? Now, when an artist, a foreign artist, come into my country, in Carnival, what does that artist really and truly take from me? What does that artist do to me? Does that artist make me look small? No. When you go to a show, no matter which foreign artist on it, when them Grenadian come on, inside of that carnival, the way that job and the power that we have with music, they just have to put us until in the morning. Right? What does that take away from me? You know what it does? It makes you look good. It makes you feel good to get to share the stage with them artists.
And it's a learning process. It's also you make connections. You also have this sort of you have collaborations, and there's so much that you can get from that one.
That's how it happens. We are one family in Soca. Now, the application is supposed to be the last days of our carnival. Supposed to be local promoters having their events. That's what the application should have been. You have local promoters, because I could give you a calculation to make you realize that the conversation really actually does not even make sense. The application of it, and I will speak that because I reached to a stage now, Arona, where I've been in this business for so long. I have served my country for so long that it is now hard. And the great book said, they say the man that actually see wrong and standeth not against it is simply standing for it. So I am fed up. I am tired. I think we are embarrassing ourselves at this moment. It's a time for a bigger and a better application. And some people will feel away, some people will be upset because you have some people that are in position, me and them might be friends. But me and you being friends does not save my country, and you could take that personally if you want to. Because I am eyes green and gold. I defend my country by any means necessary when you is a real warrior.
So what you're thinking, what you were saying that local promoters, that week should be local promoters, and you were speaking on the application. So in your thoughts, what do you think the conversation should be for that week?
Well, let me start from what the issue was. The issue is really and truly people came here, did shows, left, did not pay taxes and all of that. Now, the first thing I would do is call that person and say, hey, what happened? Now, this is the problem that we have. Can you fix this? And then, because of that application, you know what? Inside of the carnival, couple days or weeks, you can choose a day where you want to come to Grenada, and if you want to put on a show. We will also do that calculation to see what that show that you're doing does to our local promoters here, because this is Grenada Carnival. Yes, we have to defend our carnival, but you give people the chance to partake once it is okay within the settings, right? So the promoters do that. But when come up to the last days of our carnival, that now belongs to us. That has nothing to do with the
Outside,
artists.
yeah.
That has nothing to do with booking an artist, because I will tell you this. When I have Killer Day on the 6th, right? This year, I really want to do something special for Kiariku. So I personally don't want to book a large amount of, and I'm not sure, I don't think you'll ever see a large amount of foreign artists, because, I have friends, I might bring a couple of friends inside, but Killer Day, you could go to pre-day the next day. I will sit down here and promote pre-day for you. You could go to pre-day the next day, because there might be about 15 artists coming in. But when you come to Killer Day, you will get a infectious kind of show that you will definitely remember, just like last year. Because we have an energy to give. We have something to give that is different. You understand? So when you come to Killer Day, you could get that. Then after that, you go to pre-day. But you want the last days of Carnival in Grenada to be done by Grenadians. And we're talking about as promoters, because now you're talking about your money. You see, that is where the real money is. Because those promoters will then know definitely they are based here, they have to pay their taxes, they have to do their things. You are connected to them, that is something different. So that is less
And
stress.
then the money circulates right here.
The money circulates right here. If a artist come in around that time to do a show, that's okay. An artist could come in and do a show. What does that really do to us? You understand? That comes out from the promoter's money. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we go to Carnival in different places. We go to Carnival to Trinidad and Tobago. We go to Carnival in St. Vincent, in St. Lucia, Dominica, Antigua. It doesn't matter where we go to Carnival. You understand? We see shows with artists right up inside of the Carnival. We get to perform on Soca Monarchs and different things like that. Soca music, all I say, as one Caribbean, as one people, we're supposed to be inclusive. And the artists have nothing to do with that. And that is
Very few artists that are promoters. So when you think of it,
very few artists that are
they're more
promoters.
dependent on promoters. There's Killer Day yourself, Pre yourself, who are the artists before that week? Then we have the Wasways and whoever.
And let me ask you a question, Aaron. After pre-day and stuff like that, how much foreign artists you'll see on shows? Calculate that for me.
Um, After those two is literally the Saturday night when you have either the white shows and you have one or two, and the majority sometimes are coming out of Soca Monarch or the top whatever,
That's it.
and then you have like
That's it. So then
bands.
after that week and a whole, really and truly, the artists that is be on the shows is very few. So that big application and that big noise about that specifically is not necessary. You see, that's not the application. You see, Aruna, they say, how do you apply? Application of a man's mind determines his downfall as uprising, and so does a country. You understand what I'm saying? Right now, Grenada Carnival needs that boost. Grenada Carnival is one of the most unique carnival the world.
As a matter of fact, and we're the last carnival in the Caribbean, basically. The last coming down the road, basically the last one. So
it's all kind of things to say about Grenada Carnival.
So
it's all kind of pockets Grenada Carnival for them. Grenada Carnival is like when
we have the
done,
best Juve, the best Monday Night Mass. I mean, there's so much to say about it, and we have so many people that look forward to it. There are carnival people who follow carnivals all over.
You want me to tell you something, Aruna? They just made me a partner of me personally. They just made me a partner of the International Carnival Convention.
Oh wow!
Also the United Nations of Carnival. You see? So countries like Panama and all the little carnival in the pockets. The idea now, and I am literally sitting down, because what I also do is is create specification files and stuff like that for projects and things like that. Communication has been my thing. I am certified. I have a certificate in international relations and things like that. Now I take my time, I study, I spend that time inside of there. And now I am building methods, creating methods and application for those carnivals now to become a part of the
Congratulations.
circle of carnival.
Yes, you definitely need that sort of
But
representation.
listen to me. But I'm not there to do that for my country. You see how painful that could be. So our application, we does not even use the Grenada does not function on its power. And that's a problem. We are not
It's a
functioning
powerful statement.
on our power. We keep asking. We want to keep.
We don't
we wanna
use
keep
what
like
the
this,
power we
or
have.
we don't use the power that we have. Perception changes the face of every situation. How do you see will then give you the opportunity to apply. You see, me and you will have a bucket of paint. Each same bucket of paint. And they give us a job, Aruna, to paint inside of this station, all the walls, with that one bucket of paint. And I decided, you know what? Yeah, I could give you all of this talk. I say, you see this paint and thing, I could describe the paint in all kind of ways, Aruna. Speak about the paint. Oh, yeah, don't worry yourself. When the wall done, you go see the wall. You go, yeah, this is going to be the best painted wall you have in Grenada. I give you all that talk because I had the bucket of paint. But when I done, I take the paint now and I start to
dab up
splash it on the wall.
different strokes,
And
left, down,
and I
across.
try to spread it. You know what I mean? When you take your time, you ain't say nothing too much. All they say here, what? You're going to see how spectacular this wall is going to be. And you take your time with that little brush. And here what going now? You paint all the walls inside there, and you go outside and you still had enough paint to paint outside. The application
I love your analogies.
is what makes the difference. You
I
see?
love that analogy.
Now, let's look at something like Killa. As a cultural ambassador, what incentives does it have for I? So if it does not have incentive for I, does it have incentives for the rest? Aruna, we have some artists here saying this on my skin started raise. I'm listening to Grenada Soca. Grenada Soca, and I want to send this message for each and every artist out there. Or to stop that foolishness with fighting each other. Each and every artist have to understand when you go to a show, is it you alone on that stage? No, it's not you alone on that stage. And you see, if I go to perform and there is an artist before me and he kind of dead and he ain't do well, I just feel bad. I just feel bad for the artist. I wish the artist could do better because you see when the artist do so and lift up the crowd,
it makes it easier for you.
It
So
makes
now
it
your work
easier.
becomes 10 times
yeah,
because
it
you have
makes
to
it
now build.
easier. It makes it easier for me. You know, I might be different. So each and every artist, you have to understand the shows are done because of you all, not just you alone. So stop fighting each other. Grenada have some of the wickedest artists that soca music could produce. You hear me?
We're not using them.
And
We're not
we are not
utilizing
using
them.
them enough.
We
You
don't
know what?
utilize our
You know what I
strengths.
wish? I wish somebody like the Ministry of Culture, when I have a big show, because I am the most popular artist Grenada has at the moment, right? If I am going to a show, Spain, France, or whatever it is, and you really want to market, then send 2 artists with me. I will give them my space. I will share my time and my stage because I wish my brothers could be there with me. You understand? When you sit down and when you sit down and you listen to artists, the Terror Kid, the Boise, the Dash, I tell you that I'm what I want to run from my eye. People might find it strange, but that's how I function. That's how I operate. You understand? Because when I was young, I was fascinated with a couple of things. I just want to share that with people. I was fascinated with the art of the samurai and a book called Art of War. You see? Now, the application of your mind will determine your strength in life. We have to learn the things to fight and the things that we need to actually help grow. You see, if any one of them artists right now do so and get a deal and become big, what it does for Grenada. When I won Soca Monarch in Trinidad, what did it do for Grenada Carnival? When I had Roly Poly as the most viewed soca song in history at the moment, what did it do for Carnival? The record is there to show, you know. We had a jump, we had an increase that like never before. They show it, the statistics is there to show. So what have I done for Grenada Carnival? What our artists, the Wasways, the Dash, I listened to that song the other day and I can't stop that. I reach over the he on an interview and I run in the station because what is love? I telling people about the tune. You have Lava Man, the Dragon do normal.
Listen, it's bringing tears to my eyes now that I have to end this interview and we have not even touched. So that means you have to come back.
No, no, I'm telling you, it's just it's so much to talk about. What we
We
have
have to
is
come
so
back.
special. You understand what I'm saying, Aruna? When we going to wake up and realize what we have?
You have to come back so we can follow up. All
We are
right.
not functioning on
We
our
not
power.
we not we. There's too much we still have to talk about. There's so much deeper we can go because who needs to hear have to hear, and we will not hear if we just skim the top. We have to go deeper. So we will continue the conversation, and I'm so sorry for all the technical issues we had that
That's all right.
resulted in the late start. But
That's all right. That's all right.
so we're gonna no, we're gonna make it another time. We have to continue this because still, and we still haven't even talked about the music and the songs that we have for these.
Yeah, we
So
ain't get to talk
we ain't even
about
talked
that.
about
But you
that. So
know,
we're gonna do it.
but those
Mm,
topics are important, you know. I mean,
mm,
but I just want people to also know because people been calling me and asking me about Killer Day.
mhm.
You know what I mean? One thing I want to tell them, I want to bring in a full Bouillon band. You know, Bouillon right now is our sister, our brother in the carnival music, full from up the island. I think Triple K is going to be coming in, besides the other friends that are coming in. But Killer Day is on, and remember, it's an
So
expression of our power.
what are you doing Saturday?
This Saturday,
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure yet after that.
Check your thing and let me.
Yeah.
All right. So check it quick and let me know so we can
Right.
continue.
So our time is
Yeah.
up. But I just want to say, Grenada is love, light, and blessings. I want to big up all my fans. Grenada, you made me who I am. You know what I mean? So thank you.
Mhm.
The FFF family, friend, fans, and family, freedom fighters forever. Big up Power FM all the time. Big up Scratch and all the mixes you don't know. Love, light, and blessings. Big up my management team. Without a team, an artist is also strong as his team. Yo, I want to big up artists like Money also. I can't even call everybody name, but there is some artists out here. We need to pay attention to what you have. Build what you have, use what you have,
Okay.
function on your strength. We are not functioning there yet.
No, he has to come back. So go check your boss or whoever you need to check quick and let me know so I can schedule it in one time, same time. Because like I said, we have too much to talk about to like end like this. All right. So sort that out quick and let me know. All
Love,
right.
light, and blessings.
Thanks so
Big up.
much. Always love, man. Ugh, of all the days, and I planned everything, got everything out of the way early because I'm like, we need at least an hour. But we're gonna talk again. We have to. The conversation continues. All right, guys. Again, I appreciate you, and my apologies again for the technical issues we had earlier on. But we will continue the conversation, and I always love that about Killer. We're able to just talk it, say it as it is, and it's all with good intents, and always, to better the product on what we have. So that's what we're talking about here in Power 95. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, sometime, same place. Let me just check in with Killer to see where we can do this again, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right. Again, my apologies. Have a great one, guys. See y'all tomorrow.